What if the biggest change in your life started with something so small nobody even noticed you doing it? What if one decision, one quiet action, was all it took to begin? Meet Aryan, 17 years old, living in a dry, dusty village where the land was brown and cracked and the sun showed no mercy. His father sold vegetables in the market, but the soil was too dry, nothing grew well. His mother saved every drop of water. Life was hard for everyone. But Aryan had a dream. He wanted to make his village green again. People laughed when he said it. Impossible, this land is cursed. Nothing grows here anymore. Even his friends shook their heads. You are wasting your time, Aryan. One evening, Aryan sat alone, feeling heavy. Why does nobody believe in me? Why is everything so hard? His mother came and sat beside him quietly. My son, great things always start small. Do not wait for others to believe. You believe first, then others will follow. Those words changed something in him. The next morning, before sunrise, Aryan walked to the edge of the village, a small piece of empty land, dry, forgotten. He knelt down, dug a small hole with his hands, placed one seed inside, a neem tree seed, covered it carefully with soil, poured a little water over it. One seed, just one, but it was a beginning. Every morning after that, he came back. One seed a day, sometimes two. He used his pocket money to buy them. He collected rainwater in old bottles. He watered the ground carefully. Days passed, weeks passed. Nothing grew. The soil stayed brown, empty, silent. Maybe they were right. Maybe nothing will ever grow here. But he remembered his mother's words. Great things start small. So he kept planting. He kept watering. He kept showing up. 1 month after that first seed, Aryan arrived at his usual spot and stopped. There it was, a tiny green leaf pushing up through the dry brown soil. His heart jumped. He ran home. Mother, father, come see, come see. His mother saw the leaf. Her eyes filled with tears. You did it, my son. You really did it. News spread through the village. People came to look, some surprised, some still doubtful. One old man said, "One plant means nothing. Let us see if it survives." But 5 children ran up with bright eyes. "Can we help you?" Aryan smiled wide. "Yes, we will plant together." From that day they became a team. Every morning, seeds in the ground, water on the roots, songs while they worked. 3 months passed, 10 plants, then 20, then 50. The empty land was not empty anymore. Then the dry summer came. The sun turned brutal. Leaves yellowed, plants dried, some died completely. Aryan sat under a tree and cried. His friends said quietly, "Maybe we should stop. This is too hard." Aryan wiped his tears. "No, we will not stop. We will find a way." He went to the village library, read books, learned, came back with new methods. They covered the ground with dry leaves, watered only in the early morning, protected weak plants from the harshest sun. Slowly the plants started surviving again. 1 year after that first seed, the empty land had become a small garden, more than 200 plants. Some were already small trees. Birds had started coming. The air felt different there, cooler, alive. 2 years passed, over 1,000 trees. The village looked completely different. More rain, fuller wells, better crops. 5 years after that first seed, Aryan was 22. Reporters came. Schools invited him to speak. People traveled from cities just to see. But Aryan stayed humble. I just planted seeds. Nature did the rest. My mother believed in me first. Success is never alone. One day, a young girl arrived from another dry village. She looked at Aryan quietly and said,
Will you help us? Will you teach us?" Aryan smiled wide. "Yes, I will teach you everything. But remember one thing. You have to plant the first seed. Nobody else can do that for you. Change starts with one person, and that person is you." She went home and planted her first seed. Now think about your own life. You have a dream sitting somewhere inside you, maybe something you've been putting off, waiting for the right time, waiting for someone to believe in you first. But the right time never just arrives, it is created by one small action, today. You don't need to change everything at once. You don't need everyone's support to begin. You just need the courage to plant one seed. One seed becomes a tree. One tree becomes a forest. One person inspires many. So whatever your dream is, start today. Not tomorrow, not when conditions are perfect. Today. Because years from now, you will not regret trying and falling short. You will only regret never trying at all. Inside you lives a forest, but seeds need to be planted. So go plant yours. If this story touched your heart, share it with someone who needs the courage to begin. Subscribe for more stories that change the way we see life. Thank you for listening.